Yahoo Sports article. That's want to reiterate or go over again in case some people didn't see it. So it says, Bronny James is put on notice after LeBron's Lakers departure. Then continues on.
Bronny James isn't just a headline anymore. That's the cold, hard reality of the NBA. We're talking about a player who, just 2 years ago, was picked 55th overall. Now, with his legendary father off the court, the spotlight on Bronny isn't just intensifying. It's an inferno. And what he just said proves exactly why. This is a betrayal.
Then continues on. It says, heading into his third season in the NBA, the spotlight remains on Bronny James of the Los Angeles Lakers, especially after his father, LeBron James, left in free agency. The younger James was a controversial selection, being picked by the Lakers 55th overall in the 2024 NBA draft. And while his father is no longer on the team, the pressure is mounting on the 21-year-old to prove himself as a rotation player in the league. James has spent time back and forth from the NBA G League and the NBA, and though his...
This isn't about the Lakers simply moving on. It's about the very foundation of Bronny's entire NBA journey is hanging by a thread. Remember his controversial selection at number 55 overall? That was always tied to LeBron. Now, the stakes are even hotter. They're demanding he prove himself as a rotation player, but he's stuck bouncing between the NBA and the G League. And get this, the Lakers star held on to him, even through major trade rumors. Why?
Spent time back and forth from the NBA G League and the NBA, and though his name has been floated in trade rumors, he appears to be staying in Los Angeles for next season. As two writers recently explained, he has a big task in front of him for the Lakers next.
Staying in Los Angeles next season? Despite all the trade talks, the Lakers are showing some serious, almost star-daring star commitment here. It's like they're challenging him, saying, "Prove you belong. Prove you were worth it, star without star LeBron." And honestly, that's not even the worst star part for Bronny.
The son of the league's all-time leading scorer has greater expectations than at any other point in his career.
The pressure on him right now is absolutely immense. He's facing greater expectations than at any other point in his career, and it's for one simple reason. For years, he played under the protective bubble of his dad, benefiting from that legendary name. But by 2026, everything changes. He'll be the sole star bearer of the James name on the Lakers roster. This isn't just about how he plays. This is about legacy. The weight of that potential pressure could absolutely crush a less resilient player. What happens next isn't just a game. It could define his entire professional trajectory.
The son of the league's all-time leading scorer has greater expectations than at any other point in his career. There are many out there who do not believe the young Lakers guard is an NBA caliber player. Some will still argue that his roster spot is being wasted. The Lakers clearly believe in Bronny to a fair degree. They did not budge to move him in the wake of LeBron's departure from the team. Bronny would only cost the Lakers around $2.5 million.
$2,500,000. Let that number sink in. Because the skepticism surrounding this young Lakers guard is practically a force field. 2 full seasons and people don't think he's an NBA player. His roster spot still being questioned. Now the Lakers, they believe in him. Enough to keep him around for just $2.5 million. Think about what that says. Low risk, potentially enormous reward. But it dumps all the pressure squarely on Bronny. So how's he handling it? This next clip shows us everything.
That was the story that we read earlier this week. People reacted to it. So to my surprise, I was surprised when I saw this video today of him being asked about his father, and I got this news from Fadeaway World with the headline saying, Bronny James gets real on his dad leaving the Lakers. The summer of 2026 saw a wave of movement across the NBA as multiple stars changed teams, some teams changed owners, and what has been a transformative period for the Lakers, for Lakers guard Bronny James. However,
Bronny James finally opens up about his dad leaving the Lakers. And it's not what anyone expected. It's summer 2026. The NBA has been absolute chaos. But LeBron's departure? That was the biggest seismic shock to hit the Lakers in a decade. Most people hear that and immediately think Bronny's going to come out firing. Maybe even get emotional. But watch his response when he's put on the spot.
With his team at Luka Doncic's basketball minicamp, he seems completely unfazed by recent events, particularly the departure of his dad, LeBron. When asked about it by a fan, James Jr. shrugged it off, reminding him that he can access the king anytime he wants. So what we want to do is want to play the quick video here. It's about...
Completely unfazed. That's the exact star word. Think about it. Attending Luka Doncic's camp, shrugging off his dad's departure from the Lakers, even reminding that fan he can access the king anytime he wants. Now, you could see this as supreme confidence, a healthy detachment, Or maybe even a subtle nod that his father's presence on the Lakers was never the real point for him. But the true star nature star of his response? It's all about how it completely flips popular perception on its head.
Of course, right? It's his father, so I don't think it would be difficult for any successful. I mean, I don't think it'll be difficult for a kid to reach their parent, regardless of who they are. I mean, come on, right? Especially if their parents love them. So I don't think that's something.
He's star could star reach his father, obviously. That's not groundbreaking news. The shock isn't that Bronny can call LeBron. No, the real kicker is the apparent indifference to professional separation. It's like he's effectively saying, my dad's personal life, completely separate from my NBA career. This isn't the reaction anyone anticipated, especially those who truly believed his Lakers tenure was star package deal. Now, this next insight, the star really illuminates the deeper implications of that subtle nod.
This is something that Bronny is particularly thinking about. Do you know why? Because it's none of his business. His business is with the Los Angeles Lakers. And if you paid attention to the earlier part, when we read that article, Bronny has his own business to focus on, which is ensuring that he remains on the Lakers and ensuring that he has a long, healthy NBA career. Because make no mistake,
LeBron's entire focus is the Los Angeles Lakers, securing his star future, not his son's. This changes everything. This isn't about father-son anymore. This is about Bronny proving he can make it on his own. A struggle shared by countless sons of legends, constantly battling to be seen as individuals. The Lakers, by keeping Bronny, are essentially putting him in a baptism by fire, forcing him to prove his worth on merit alone to happen.
Career, because make no mistake, we knew that this was going to happen. Meaning, the day LeBron left the Lakers, a lot of people would say, okay, now let's see if you can float on your own steam. Can you make it on your own steam?
We knew this was coming. The moment LeBron left, a ticking clock started for Bronny. This isn't just about playing basketball, it's a make or break, prove it moment unlike any other. For years, the whisper was, he's only there because of his dad. Now finally, he has the chance to crush that narrative, or tragically confirm it. This isn't just about his game, it's about validating his entire journey, every step of his life, against a skeptical league and a fan base that's been watching his every move since day one. The pressure couldn't be higher.
On steam. Because a lot of people felt like the only reason he got that spot on the team was because of his father. And I believe so too, because it was engineered.
The narrative around him, it's virtually impossible to shake, especially for a guy drafted so late after a college career that was frankly limited. Let's be real. The Lakers picking him 55th overall in 2024, with LeBron still on the roster. Everyone knew what that was. A family affair. But that safety net? It's gone. This isn't a theory. It's the undeniable truth of how he entered the league. So the real question becomes, how does a young player react when the world thinks he never truly earned his spot?
It was 100% engineered, if you followed the stories, right? But now that your father's no longer there, you don't have that protection of dad on the team. And I think that that's a good thing for Bronny. I don't think it's a bad thing. And personally, I don't know him, obviously, but I think it's something that he's embracing.
This is Bronny's moment. Without his father's protection, this is his unparalleled opportunity to step into the spotlight and define himself, completely out of the shadow of a GOAT. And that's not a bad thing. In fact, it's a necessary evolution for any young player hoping to carve out their own identity in the NBA. He's embracing it because deep down, every true competitor wants to prove they belong.
And personally, I don't know him, obviously, but I think it's something that he's embracing. I mean, I think it's something that he's embracing, and it's something because look, at the end of the day, you want to be able to prove yourself. No matter how successful your father is.
That deep need to prove yourself, it's wired into us, especially if you have any pride. Doesn't matter how incredible your family's legacy is. The desire to stand on your own 2 feet and absolutely dominate independently, that's an irresistible force. Bronny, he's got the most famous name in basketball, right? That's a double-edged sword. This next clip, it shows exactly what true success really means for him, beyond just wins and losses.
If Bronny, for example, can stay on the Lakers, stay on them next year, and maybe get signed by another team or whatever, stay with whatever the case may be, then I think he won.
He won, period. If Bronny secures a multi-year spot in the league, whether it's with the Lakers or any other team, he's won. That's the entire bar. We're not talking about replicating LeBron's career here. Not even close. It's simply about proving his own NBA viability. This isn't about championship rings yet. It's about career longevity. It's about demonstrating he's more than just a famous last name. And here's why any money-based argument against that is completely, utterly off base.
Signed by another team or whatever, stay with whatever the case may be, then I think he won. Because now, yes, people would have said, hey, your dad got you in the door, but your hard work and your progress kept you in the door.
Your dad might get your foot in the door, but it's your star grit and progress that keep you there. That's a critical difference. It validates the individual, not just the connection. It shuts down the critics screaming nepotism. For Bronny, this isn't some cash grab. That's absurd given his family's wealth. No, this is about personal validation, self-respect, charting his own path. And that star is a far more powerful motivator.
Through the NBA for a number of years, at least make it to a second contract. Then I'll prove my point. Bronny's not playing for money. Like who you joking with? Like this guy's not playing for money. I don't think he's in the NBA desperately trying to stay on the Lakers because, man, what am I going to do? How am I going to pay my rent? Come on, like let's be for real. All right, let's be for freaking real here. Money is not this guy's issue.
Here's the real issue. Brody isn't playing for money. Let's be brutally honest. This isn't about rent. It's not about financial stability. His motivation, his star, comes from an entirely different place, an internal fire to prove his own worth. To suggest otherwise completely misses the point of competitive excellence, and misunderstands the profound psychological drive of elite athletes. He's playing for something intangible, something far more valuable than any contract, and that star something is what truly matters.
Guy's issue, right? But I think wanting to prove something to yourself, I think that's really, really important. I think it is. And
look, genuinely wanting to prove something to yourself star. That's everything. That's the intrinsic motivation that rockets you towards true growth and makes you unbreakably resilient. Forget the haters. This isn't about external critics. This is about silencing your own doubts and actually hitting your own damn standards. From way over here, his whole vibe just screams a young man who gets how big this moment is. And believe me, this fresh wave of pressure, that's going to demand even more out of him.
More serious. Because again, his dad is not there. And you got to just make it work. And I think he will. I think he will.
Without his dad there, he has to be more serious. He has to make it work. It's sink or swim now. This isn't just about individual skill anymore. It's about mental fortitude, adapting to an entirely new dynamic. That protective shield is gone, and he's fully exposed to the harsh realities of the NBA. But here's the kicker. This exposure is precisely what he needs to truly develop into his own player.
I think he will. That's just what I think. I don't know. That doesn't mean that, the Lakers are going to keep him or whatever. I think he will. I think he will because you have no choice, man. Otherwise, what's going to be the reputation? Hey, you got to the NBA and the minute your dad left and your contract expired and you were out of the NBA, like that's not something I would want.
Imagine this. You make it to the NBA, the pinnacle. But the second star your dad leaves, your star. That's the alternative. A crushing narrative no athlete, especially one with Bronny's name, would ever want associated with them. It's a permanent stain on your legacy, one that's nearly impossible to wash away. This isn't just about this season. This is about how history remembers you, forever etching your name into the annals of basketball. Bronny's playing for something so much bigger than just a roster spot.
That's not something I would want if it was me following me. Like, I just wouldn't want that to be a part of my personal.
This isn't some hypothetical. This is the crushing weight of expectation that comes with his name. Bronny James isn't just playing basketball. He's fighting to forge a legacy completely separate from his father's. Every single moment on the court, every choice he makes, it's all under a microscope now, amplified by LeBron's departure. What Bronny does next, what he decides next, will truly define his story.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles the Vance. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how.
Strap in, because we're about to dissect the absolute latest, juiciest Lakers drama. Forget the surface. This episode is peeling back the layers on every whisper about LeBron James and the truly baffling moves this team is making.
So I can pronounce the guy's name. Tabbed Bronny James as one of the players on the Lakers roster with the most to prove this upcoming year. Throughout his first two NBA seasons, in just 69 total games, James averaged 2.7 points, 0.6 rebounds, 1.1 assists on 37% shooting. But now, under the shadow of his father, this son of the league's all-time leading scorer has great expectations.
The pressure's building, the stakes are sky high, and one name keeps surfacing. In fact, Some analysts are already singling out a specific Lakers player as having the absolute most to prove this upcoming season.
Cost the Lakers around $2.5 million to keep around for next season. Even so, they could just easily use the money in a roster spot for veteran minimum player. That puts pressure on him to make his case.
Okay, so with Bronny's career on the line, the big question is, do the Lakers see him as a smart, long-term investment? Or will they just punt on that and chase cheaper, immediate options to fill out the roster?
Great. So you saw what Bronny said there. I'll just read a little bit more before we get into my thoughts. It says Bronny, who was drafted the 55th pick, 55th overall in 2024, came from USC.
Let's talk about Bronny. His path to the NBA, specifically from USC, is wild. This clip isn't just a highlight reel. It unpacks the truly unexpected circumstances that led to him entering the league in his rookie year.
It says Bronny, who was drafted the 55th pick, 55th overall in 2024, came from USC. Bronny had some college experience, but it was heavily limited due to cardiac arrest he suffered before his freshman year. Nevertheless, Bronny worked hard to return to action and regain his strength, earning a spot on the Lakers alongside LeBron James. Together, the pair made history. Okay, so it doesn't really say.
Before his college career could even begin, he faced a devastating health crisis. Yet somehow, he didn't just survive. He fought his way onto one of the most storied teams in history, storied franchises.
Your father is, if you have any sense of self-pride, you would want to prove that, hey, I can be my own man outside of my dad. Yeah, we share the exact same name, but I want to be able to stand on my own and really shine on my own. I think that happens with any young person.
But here's the kicker. Even when you're following in legendary footsteps, that burning desire to forge your own star path, it never goes away. Think about any athlete with real ambition. They needs to establish their own identity.
I think then you don't have to have a 10-year, 15-year career. No, most NBA players don't play for that long. The majority of them don't play for that long. But to say, hey, look, man, I was able to stand on my own too, make it through the NBA for a number of years, but at least make it to a second contract.
Here's the harsh truth. Most players won't last a decade in the league. For countless others, simply proving they belong, carving out any kind of sustained career, standing on their own 2 feet. That's the real ultimate victory.